Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that many of you have asked for, and one that I'm incredibly passionate about: advanced English hacks. Speak like a native. Now, you might be thinking, I've been learning English for years, I'm pretty good, what more is there? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore. We're moving beyond the basics, past intermediate fluency, and into the nuanced, often subtle, world of sounding truly authentic, truly native. This isn't about simply having a large vocabulary or perfect grammar, although those are, of course, foundational. This is about capturing the rhythm, the intonation, the natural expressions, and the underlying cultural context that makes someone sound like they grew up speaking the language. The mindset shift, beyond grammar and vocabulary. Let's start with a crucial mindset shift. For a long time, English learning has focused heavily on grammar rules and memorizing vocabulary lists. And for good reason, they are essential building blocks. But to speak like a native, you need to understand that language is more than just a collection of rules and words. It's a living, breathing entity, deeply intertwined with culture, emotion, and social interaction. Think about it: when you speak your native language, do you consciously think about verb conjugations or adjective order? No, of course not. It flows naturally. Our goal today is to help you get closer to that effortless flow in English. It's about developing an intuitive understanding, almost a sixth sense, for how English is really spoken in everyday life. This means moving beyond textbook examples and immersing yourself in authentic communication. It means listening not just to what is said, but how it's said. The emphasis here is on the application of language, not just its theoretical knowledge. We're talking about recognizing and replicating the subtle cues that distinguish a fluent non-native speaker from someone who sounds truly natural. Hack number 1: mastering connected speech and reductions. Our first major hack is all about connected speech and reductions. This is perhaps one of the biggest differentiators between non-native and native speakers. In casual, rapid speech, English words don't always sound like their dictionary pronunciations when they're strung together. Sounds blend, disappear, or change. This is what makes understanding native speakers so challenging sometimes, even for advanced learners. Let me give you some examples. Instead of going to, we often hear gonna. Want to becomes wanna. Did you often sounds like didja. Could have frequently reduces to could have, or even coulda. Think about the phrase, what do you mean? In fast speech, this often comes out as would I mean? Notice how what do you compresses into would I. Or is he going to the store, might become is he gonna the store. It's natural English. Native speakers aren't intentionally trying to make things difficult. Their mouths and brains are simply optimizing for efficiency in communication. To master this, you need to actively listen for these reductions in authentic audio, podcasts, movies, TV shows, and real-life conversations. Don't just listen for the words, listen for the flow and how the sounds connect. Then, practice mimicking them. Record yourself. It might feel unnatural at first, almost like you're speaking incorrectly, but trust me, this is a game changer for sounding more native. It makes your speech smoother, faster, and much more comprehensible to native ears, because that's what they're expecting to hear. Hack number 2: the power of intonation and stress. Next up, let's talk about intonation and stress. This is the music of English. It's the rise and fall of your voice, the emphasis you place on certain words or syllables. And it carries immense meaning. In English, stress is crucial. Changing the stressed word in a sentence can completely change its meaning. Consider the sentence, I didn't say he stole the money. This emphasizes that I am not the one who said it. Someone else did. Now, I didn't say he stole the money. This implies I might have hinted at it, or implied it, but I didn't verbally state it. I didn't say he stole the money. This suggests someone else stole it, not him. And finally, I didn't say he stole the money. This means he might have stolen something else, but not the money. You see how powerful this is? Native speakers intuitively use stress to convey subtle nuances and express emotion. Beyond individual words, intonation patterns convey questions, statements, sarcasm, excitement, and so much more. Rising intonation typically signals a question, while falling intonation indicates a statement or a sense of finality. Sarcasm often uses an exaggerated or unexpected intonation pattern. To improve your intonation, again, listen actively. Pay attention to how native speakers' voices rise and fall. Shadowing, repeating what you hear immediately after it's spoken, is an excellent technique for internalizing these patterns. Don't just focus on the words, try to replicate the melody of the sentence. This will not only make you sound more native but also prevent misunderstandings and help you express yourself more accurately. It's about adding color and depth to your speech, making it more engaging and dynamic. Hack number 3, mastering phrasal verbs and idioms, the true lexicon of natives. Our third hack dives into the heart of native English vocabulary, phrasal verbs and idioms. These are often the bane of English learners' existence, and for good reason. They can be incredibly illogical and difficult to guess. But here's the secret: native speakers use them constantly. You simply cannot sound truly native without a strong grasp of these expressions. A phrasal verb is a combination of a verb and a preposition or adverb that creates a new meaning, often completely different from the original verb. For example, look up can mean to search for information, as in look up a word in the dictionary. But look up to someone means to admire them. Break down can mean to stop functioning, like a car, or to become very emotional. Get over can mean to recover from an illness or a breakup. The sheer number of these is overwhelming, but the key is to learn them in context. Don't just memorize lists. See how they're used in sentences, in stories, in conversations. Idioms are even more abstract. Bite the bullet, kick the bucket, spill the beans, hit the road. These expressions have meanings that cannot be deduced from the individual words. Spill the beans means to reveal a secret. Hit the road means to leave. The only way to master these is through exposure and conscious effort. My advice? Create a dedicated notebook or digital file for phrasal verbs and idioms. When you encounter a new one, write it down, along with its meaning and an example sentence from the context where you found it. Review them regularly. Try to incorporate 1 or 2 new ones into your active vocabulary each week. Don't force them unnaturally, but look for opportunities to use them. The more you use them, the more natural they will become, and the more native your English will sound. They are the shorthand of native communication, and understanding them unlocks a whole new level of comprehension and expression. Hack number 4, embrace fillers, hesitation markers, and back-channeling. This might sound counterintuitive, but our fourth hack is to embrace fillers, hesitation markers, and back-channeling. Non-native speakers often try to speak perfectly, without any pauses or ums or ahs. But native speakers use these all the time. They are natural parts of conversation. Fillers like like, basically, I mean, give you a moment to think without creating awkward silence. They signal to your listener that you're still processing or formulating your thoughts. They make your speech sound more authentic and less robotic. Of course, you don't want to overdo it, but a judicious use of these can significantly improve your natural flow. Hesitation markers are similar, they show you're thinking. Well, so, anyway, can be used to transition between thoughts or introduce a new point. And then there's backchanneling. These are the small verbal and nonverbal cues we give when someone else is speaking to show we're listening and engaged. Things like right, yeah, I see, oh really? These are crucial for demonstrating active listening and participating in a conversation, even when you're not speaking at length. They signal engagement, empathy, and understanding. Practice incorporating these naturally. Listen to how native speakers use them in conversations where they use a filler word, or how they react when someone else is speaking. This isn't about being sloppy, it's about being natural and conversational. It makes you sound more human, more approachable, and more like a participant in a real dialogue rather than someone delivering a prepared speech. Hack number 5, Thinking in English, the ultimate immersion. Our final and perhaps most transformative hack is to start thinking in English. This is the ultimate immersion. As long as you're translating from your native language into English in your head, you'll always have a slight delay, and your English will always be influenced by the grammatical structures and thought patterns of your first language. How do you do this? It takes practice, but it's achievable. Start small. When you wake up, think about your day in English. When you're making coffee, describe the process to yourself in English. When you're walking down the street, narrate what you see. Don't worry about being perfect, just get the thoughts flowing in English. Read extensively in English, not just textbooks, but novels, articles, blogs, anything that interests you. The more you read, the more you expose your brain to natural English thought patterns and sentence structures. Listen to podcasts and watch movies without subtitles, or with English subtitles only. Try to understand the meaning directly, without relying on translation. Practice self-talk in English. Have imaginary conversations with yourself. Argue with yourself in English. Explain complex ideas to yourself in English. This process rewires your brain. It creates direct pathways for English thought, bypassing the translation step. It allows you to access vocabulary and grammar intuitively, just like a native speaker. It's challenging, no doubt, but the rewards are immense. When you can think in English, you unlock true fluency and the ability to speak spontaneously and naturally. This is where the magic truly happens, where your English truly becomes an extension of your thoughts. Bringing it all together, consistency is key. So, we've covered 5 powerful advanced English hacks: mastering connected speech and reductions, understanding intonation and stress, embracing phrasal verbs and idioms, incorporating fillers and backchanneling, and finally, thinking in English. Remember, none of these are quick fixes. They require consistent effort, active listening, and dedicated practice. But I promise you, if you commit to working on these areas, you will see a remarkable transformation in your English. You'll not only sound more native, but you'll also understand native speakers with far greater ease. Your confidence will soar, and your ability to connect with English speakers on a deeper level will be significantly enhanced. The journey to speaking like a native is an ongoing one, a fascinating exploration of language and culture. But with these hacks, you have a powerful roadmap.